Hey guys, it's me, Trevis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is our WNBA play of the day. Now, we had a great day yesterday on the WNBA tip-off. Not only did our cover girl hit Jones for this episode in the first half, but we had a lot of people have a lot of great screenshots from using the WNBA tools in their creating their own slips. Now, on the topic of creating your own slips, again, I mention this on almost every show. If you are watching this show just to get the picks and locking them in, and not applying the knowledge of how to use these tools, which is the entire purpose of the show, you actually do not want to win. So you cannot complain about having a lot of losing slips because you're not doing the bare minimum. I'm pretty sure I said this on yesterday's show. This is the equivalent of you taking a driver's ed course and never getting behind the wheel. What is the point of me teaching you how to drive if you're never going to drive? Get behind the wheel. So everybody watching this, no matter what state you live in, no matter what country you're in, you have to do the bare minimum. The bare minimum, which costs you $0, is subscribe to this YouTube channel, get in the free Discord, get a free PlayerProps.ai account. Those three things. You are not allowed to complain about you losing bets or prop slips if you are not doing the bare minimum. The hashtag for this brand, of course, as I always say, is hashtag apply yourself. Just do those three things. If you didn't do those three things, you do not want to win. So I do not want to hear your complaints about you losing, because those three things cost you $0.00. Do the bare minimum. And then, of course, once you feel like you've watched enough shows and you have a pretty good understanding of how to use these tools, then, of course, upgrade and then join the rest of the people with the winning screenshots they drop on a daily basis. Subscribe, Discord, PlayerProps.ai account. Everybody gets free access to PlayerProps.ai. The free access is each sport offers one stat completely free. For WNBA, college basketball, NBA, it's assist. For hockey, it's shots on a goal. For baseball, it's total bases. And then for college football and NFL season coming up, I think we're going to be doing, receiving yards, maybe receptions. We'll figure that out once we get to those seasons. But we do have soccer in the pipeline. I'm not sure what the free stat's going to be for that. But yeah. Do the bare minimum. So let's go see what we're locking in here today. So I did mention on yesterday's show, personally, this doesn't mean it's a rule you have to apply, but personally, I do not like points props where the line is single digits. So right off the top here, even though it's a 54% difference, we have a 9.5 line. I'm going to stick to what I said before. I don't really like them, but a 54% percentage difference with 100% last five. I know I mentioned this in the last show. The last stuff, the historical data, when you start a brand new season, isn't incredibly important, but it's not 0% important. So if I'm looking, and let's just click on her real quick here. So she's got just one game in the last 10. She didn't hit this. And her line right now is 9.5. And then the AI is saying she's going to not almost double it, but 50% is pretty high. I might actually go back. I might retract. I'm not going to retract my statement about single digits, but because it's so high, a difference, and the sportsbooks are siding with it, and the past data is 100. Like, look at this stuff. Like, this is something that I'm going to. We're gonna keep this in the back of our mind for this episode, because everything is so good that I might. And 9.5 is almost 10, so there's an argument there that she has to hit double digits for her to hit the line. So maybe that's the key in the cog in the wheel, the key to winning. You know what I'm trying to say. So let's see what else we have here. So 10.5, 36%. Sports books are favoring the over. All right, so what I'm going to do, what I did yesterday, I'm going to check all three of these top props here. I'm going to check their PRA lines. Let me check that real quick. Okay, so she's actually she was number 2 on points. Oh, she's number 3 on points, Howard, and then she's number 1 on PRA. Her PRA line is minus 125, and her points line is minus 135. So I think we're going to go with PRA here because she can crush it on points and still hit her PRA. But if she doesn't, what was her points line again? Was it 16.5? So she can still get 16 points and technically miss her points line and cover up everything else with the, what is that, like nine-ish rebounds and assists. And then she barely covered this in the last game of the season she played in the playoffs. 42, 30, 37. I think I'm going to go with PRA here. So we're going to go Howard PRA 25.5. And I don't see the other two ladies on PRA. Shields. She's up here on points and assist. Minus 136. So the sports books are saying she's that's points and assist. Minus 136. Yeah. So like I said, we're learning, and we might stick to combo props here if the data is telling us to go that way. And then FanDuel's saying that she's more likely to cover 12.5 points assist. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to click that. So the implied chance here is what the odds are. It's the math of the odds, because if you don't know that already, when you see a minus 136 line, that's just the percentage chance or the implied chance the sportsbook's giving for something happening. So FanDuel is saying that she has a 57.63% chance of covering a 12.5 points assist line, but only a 54% chance of covering a points line by itself. So FanDuel's saying it's a higher chance. Let's go with the higher chance. So we got PRA, Howard. So not her points assist. We're going to go PRA with Howard here. And then we're going to go with, I don't know if it's Clarendon. Clarendon. I have to get good at saying these names. So this is technically the first season I'm paying incredibly close attention to WNBA. I did just tell you earlier in a bunch of episodes ago that I decided to go with the New York Liberty based on just looking at their roster and the stats and everything from last season. And of course, they're 1-0 this season, so go Liberty. But I think that's what we're doing. So we're doing PA, Clarendon, PRA, Howard. So it's 12.5 PA, and then Howard is 25.5 PRA. That's what we're locking in here, ladies and gents. I think we're going with the combos and not the points ones, even though our number one play last night crushed it. Like, again, do the bare minimum. You're not allowed to complain to yourself, to your friends in the Discord, or if you're in the Discord, you can because you're in the Discord. But if you're not doing the bare minimum, you're not allowed to complain about losing. I'm doing everything in my power to help you not lose that often, or lose a lot less often. I've spent a ton of money on creating this site for you guys and putting everything together and getting this to be able to make a lot of people a lot more money. Just do the bare minimum, do the free things, and then go from there. Lock it in. Good luck. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.